Okay, I'm going to try and show you on an electrical schematic. This is like the wire that basically goes from the telephone pole to your house, and what the problem is. On this side, we have the negative side right here. The negative side is right here. Just take that, make that blue. Okay. And the positive side is right here. Put that red. Why isn't it doing that? I'll just have to change it right away. Okay, so you got a imagine this is just like a 9-volt battery, right? Well, these two sides, if you run a wire from here to here, a light bulb's going to light up here. So imagine that this is a light bulb. Matter of fact, we'll just pretend like it's a street light, and we'll push it up here like this, and then we'll just run this down here like this. Okay, so you got the two wires coming in here. So if we go hook a positive and a negative together, you get the light will come on. Everybody's done that test with a little light bulb and a battery in school. But what the deal is here is in the center pole here, there's another wire, and we'll just make this one yellow like this. Or we'll like, fuck it, we'll make it something that's easier to see. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with yellow or orange. So here's what the deal is. My drawing's crappy as usual. The way this thing works is right here, if this was hooked up, right, the positive and the negative at this point coming from here, because we're the batteries, okay, we're the batteries. We're the batteries down here. This is us. This up here, this light bulb, so we're creating the energy. The positive is flowing this way, the negative is flowing this way. That's how it was. Okay, what was the center one? The center one is the important one, because what it does is it takes the overload, and there used to be another one right here. But what happened is the system, this line is called a common. So when you have a difference of opinion between right and left, you have to come to a common ground, right? You're on common ground. Well, that's an electrical term. Common ground is the third wire, not the three over here. It's the third wire. What it does is, hang on one second. What this does is if there's a surge in power going if there's a surge of power going up through here, you've got the ground here to offset it. But what happened is, what this center pillar does is if there's too much power that goes up here, some of that power is diverted here into this third one here, and into these two, right? This thing melted, so imagine it's like a fuse. When this thing melted, the system got broke. Okay, so imagine this is the light here. It can't work. It can't work because the system got so overheated that it blew. So all of this stuff is they keep trying to reroute this. So what's been happening is the power's been coming up here like this. It's been coming up here, and then it's been being shifted off to the left to ground. So the power's going nowhere. If you think of this as a society and the people's money is the currency, it's like them, you're working and you pay taxes and you get nothing back. And they keep raising the taxes and you still don't get anything back. Okay? So that's the 369. It's broke. It's dead. It goes to 3. It goes to ground. It goes to Saturn. It's death. There's no return on it. The right-hand side, which is really supposed to be working with the left-hand side. The right-hand side, working 24/7, 247. When you send energy up through here, technically it can still work, but the system has been compromised because you need this third pillar, pole, wire, however you want to call it, to take the overload. Now, here's what the deal with Trump is. If everybody down here gets excited, we're the little battery cells, right? If we get real excited, all of that energy is going to flow up through here, and it's going to go right up here. The left-hand side will not be able to take the load, okay? Because that's what this one does. It takes the over excess of energy right here, because these two actually, this one and this one, are both ground wires. But this is a common ground. That's where you come to your when you have a disagreement, you come to a common understanding, or common agreement, or common ground. When you say, well, we're on common ground now, it's that these two will take the load of energy off of here and stabilize the system, so that the light will stay at the same luminosity and not blow up. When they did it before, they blew it up. They overcharged the circuit. So the scare thing with Donald Trump is that all of us little batteries are going to get so excited, the amount of energy that's going to come off is going to start pushing up through here, and this light up here is going to get brighter and brighter and brighter and go boom. So that would be the scare with Donald Trump over here. Too much energy. Okay, and so how does that turn into? Well, the scare tactic, Nazism, this and that, because that energy on our level turns into all kinds of different things. But if you can control it, it has to be controlled, because this was the controlling factor right here. It's no longer in place. This wire is broken. If you can control it, this place can be great, because this is an alternating current, which is the alternating right. So this is like you're the battery, and so they take currency from you, your money, you pay taxes, but some of that power comes back to you. The Hillary one over here, Hillary wanted everybody just to be here, open the borders, let everybody in, and you would have millions and millions of people making very little currency, right? Making very little money, and all that would happen is this would just be stable, but it would be doldrum. It would just be. Let me just put it that way. It was their idea on the left of how to balance out the system, because of their fear that if you run this up the right side, you're going to blow up the whole system. So you have to have really the center wire, to balance out the two. It's called common ground. This can work this way, But if you pump too much voltage or amperes through this line, you'll blow this up. So this is us down here. It's power management. This is what I've been trying to tell you. If this line was still available, there would be no problem. Because it's not, you've got a far right and you've got a far left. Democrat or Republican, Labor or Tory. Okay, so I'm trying to explain this to you on multiple levels, but doing it through basic electricity. If you feed too much power up through here, there's no safety to keep it from blowing up the whole system. Okay, here's the fuse right here. This is on the common ground. This blew up, so everything is being shifted off the ground. And a matter of fact, they've created it so the power goes to ground. I don't know if they did that for self-serving satisfaction, or because they're afraid that the whole system would blow up and there would be nothing left. But now that Trump is in and everybody's excited, the power is rising, and you can see that in the stock market. It's pushing to level. It's almost breaking the records just by him being in there. So if there's too much voltage pushed through here, all this whole right side is going to have a meltdown, and I'm going to show you something. So if you see here from Time magazine, it's got Trump, and it shows you it's a meltdown, and that's because if you get all the batteries, that's us, all of our energy excited, and you fire it off through here, right? It's going to go up here. This side isn't going to be able to handle. It's not going to be able to handle it, and this side is going to explode. It's going to melt down. This center post has to be here to take the excess energy to keep this from exploding. This is why I'm saying, you know, this has to be done very carefully, because if you exceed the amount of energy that's going up through here, that's it. This place is going to go up, and it's going to go up in flames. So, and see, this is the thing. If these assholes on this side know that, why have they hidden that from us all this time? Why? Because they want to suck the energy off us from this side. This side wants to use the energy here. God help us if they're just doing it to destroy the thing. But you know, if they can maintain it without this common ground, if they can maintain this, then this place will be great. If they can't, it's going to go up in flames. I just know that from an electrical viewpoint. So I hope I explained that to you, to where you get it. I think I'm on the right track. That's why they put Trump on here melting down. So it's just my take.